Manny Pacquiao at the age 46 is coming back. And look at this, man. He still got the speed and power and combinations. He will be fighting Mario Barrios, a Mexican warrior, in Las
Robert, what do you make of that face-off? You see the height difference is very visible, right?
It's insane, man. Insane. You know, I think it's gonna be a badass card, bro. Can't wait for this card.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great card. Great card. Insane card.
Manny's used to fighting bigger guys his entire career, but this time he's 46.
46, bro.
It's dangerous.
Man, can't help it, but wish him well, man. You know, he's a great person. Great person, great heart. But it's gonna be a good card.
Terence Crawford has officially joined Manny Pacquiao in training camp as the Filipino boxing icon gets ready to face Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight world title on July 19th. For many fans, seeing these two respected champions work together feels like a dream crossover. These are two men who could have once faced each other in the ring, but are now side by side, sharing knowledge and helping sharpen one another ahead of two high-stakes fights. Pacquiao is chasing one last piece of history in what might be his final major bout, while Crawford is moving up to super middleweight to take on the pound-for-pound superstar Canelo Alvarez. Their goals may differ, but their work ethic and deep respect for the sport clearly align.
July 19th, what is going to happen?
July 19th is going to be a good fight between Mario Barrios. It's going to be a lot of action, and I'm sure, guaranteed that the fans will be happy.
Do you think he's ready for this fight, Manny? Because I just saw him out there and he's like, oh. I told him July 19th it's going to be like this times 10. Do you think so?
Definitely.
Yeah. All right, take care.
Thank you.
Earlier this month, Pacquiao arrived in Los Angeles and began his camp at the Wildcard Boxing Club with longtime trainer Freddie Roach, who's been by his side since 2001. There's a feeling of time looping. Pacquiao is back to the basics, sprinting up mountain roads early in the morning, hammering away at mitts in the afternoon, and drawing inspiration from the young boxers lining the gym walls just to witness his routine.
I mean, it's kill or be killed. I know, like if he has been hurt at any point, he's gonna be the same way. Like I said, it's just my job, just to work on everything. Me and my team have been, training and drilling, these last couple weeks, and finish off these next six, as best as we can, so I could go under come fight night and still retain the title.
Now Crawford is part of the scene too. The undefeated fighter from Omaha is deep into preparations for a September 13th clash with Canelo Alvarez, a fight that sees him jumping up to full weight classes as Pacquiao fights to reclaim his past glory. At 46, Crawford is walking into the riskiest challenge of his career at 37.
It's from God, and the fire, the determination, eagerness to train hard, to work hard. Even now, I'm enjoying working out hard, like running the mountain, working out in the afternoon, like amazing. Not all the fighters has this feelings. This is favor, blessings from God, I believe, and the strength. Can you?
They're both reaching for something that seems just out of grasp, and maybe that's what's brought them together. They're sharing advice, training side by side, watching film together, and picking up on each other's habits. There's a quiet rhythm between them, no egos, just a mutual respect and curiosity. Crawford has openly shown support for Pacquiao. He believes people are underestimating him, and he isn't shy about saying it. Mario Barrios is a great matchup for Manny Pacquiao, Crawford told Sporting News Australia. At this age, it's a 50-50 fight for Manny. Crawford understands how tough boxing becomes with age, the drop in reflexes, the toll of each training session, but he also sees the danger in someone like Pacquiao, who's found his urgency again and still has the hunger that separates good from great.
Honduras went the first time, so the card from start to finish, it's gonna be fireworks. But I think no doubt, me and Pacquiao, we're gonna put the seal on it, and yeah, man, it's July 19th. It's gonna be a
Barrios is 16 years younger. He's fresher, longer in reach, and has stayed active while Pacquiao stepped away from pro boxing following a 2021 points loss to Yordenis Ugas. Since then, Pacquiao has only fought in 2 exhibitions once against Dika, then Rukia and Pobute. Neither answered the key question: how much does Pacquiao have left? Still, Pacquiao isn't interested in explaining why he's back. He's going all in, training like it's 2008, and pushing beyond what's expected. For someone near 50,
Manny Pacquiao getting back in the ring again for a world title fight.
Well, obviously, it definitely has to do with money. 1, 2. I think Manny Pacquiao, I think his C game is a lot better than anybody, a lot of guys' A game, even with the age. But you have to take into account the last time he stepped foot in that ring, man, against Ugas. He didn't look good. He was outmatched by, a fighter, a younger fighter. Barrios is no slouch.
this is like the Margarito fight or the De La Hoya fight, Pacquiao told Fox Sports Australia, referring to earlier matchups where he beat taller opponents. He's taller than me, so I can't take it lightly. I have to train like I did. Back then, speed, power, stamina, everything. You know how I train. There's nothing in his tone that suggests he's after a farewell. He's trying to win, trying to become world champion again, trying to break the record he set in 2019 by beating Keith Thurman at age 44, the WBA title.
You sort of boxing like...
The speed is still there. Woo!
For Crawford, this partnership goes beyond support its preparation through immersion. Pacquiao has faced fighters like Canelo indirectly before and knows how Mexican champions apply pressure, attack the body, use feints, and shift mid-combination. When asked about Crawford's chances, Pacquiao didn't hesitate. My advice is to focus on speed, style, and strength. Simple advice, but coming from Pacquiao, it carries weight. His blend of speed and trickery made him a legend. Crawford already masters timing and adjustments now. He's learning how to use movement as a weapon with constant purpose.
Is there a part of you that feels like he's perfectly suited for you, though, as a fighter, to win?
To win, I think I'm faster than him. My movement, my speed still there, nothing lost. Movement with speed, I can also develop it. So somebody knows that during my training.
Pacquiao's team has embraced Crawford's presence with quiet pride. Freddie Roach has noticed their growing bond and smiles. Roach, who once thought Pacquiao versus Crawford was unavoidable, finds it surreal seeing them work together. But it's da-da-da. Also, smart ideas bounce around during sparring, and neither man holds back on technical talk. Crawford wants to know how Pacquiao stayed explosive in later rounds. Pacquiao wants to learn how Crawford finds impossible angles. There's an openness. Here, two champions in different lanes exchanging puzzle pieces neither has fully solved.
Mario Barrios, he gotta have the heart to do what Jake Paul was not willing to do. Jake Paul showed Mike Tyson way too much mercy. He had that old man standing in front of him and he should have knocked his head off. Barrios gotta go in there and just retire Pacquiao. Sometimes these old guys, they need the sport to retire them. And out of respect and out of love, Mario Barrios need to go in there and knock his head off, point blank period. He too old, and what fans don't understand is these legends, these pros, always gonna look good on the pad.
They both understand the weight of what's ahead. For Crawford, the Canelo fight will define his legacy. It will mean everything for my career, he said. I'm looking forward to it. Anybody can get hurt, anybody can get knocked out. There's no arrogance in his voice, just focus. He's not chasing a knockout, but isn't scared of one either. He's studying, learning, adding layers. Watching Pacquiao, now seeing the focus, the discipline, those early California hill runs Crawford, is absorbing more than just tactics. He's witnessing a man risk everything again, not because he has to, but because he still wants it.
It's surprising. Obviously, I know Manny very well. You know, he's a true competitor. He's a guy that if you put something in his head, and obviously to create more history, he's a guy that's going to give everything and, you know, try his best. That's what Manny, one thing I always learned with Manny is give 110% and try your best no matter what. So yeah, he's going to give it his all. Again, you can't beat Father Time, but Father Time is hard, and it was very hard watching him fight.
Pacquiao's thoughts on legacy are equally revealing. The fire, the will, and the desire to work are all still there. I still enjoy running the mountains. Not every fighter feels this. It's a blessing. I've been through so many big fights. And I'm still here, I'm back. It's the same fire that took him from poverty to global stardom. Now, it's not just about titles. It's about finishing his story on his own terms. He talks about what becoming champion again would mean, not for records, but to give fans one more unforgettable moment.
Being a kid from San Antonio, did you ever think you'd be fighting a legend like Manny Pacquiao?
Oh, never. Like, I mean, right? Like those are fights you think about in your head as like a dream scenario. But yeah, no, it's crazy. Yeah, like being a brown kid from San Antonio. Now, you know, like now facing like Manny Pacquiao, defending my title. It's huge. It's huge.
He knows Barrios is training hard too. I'm the challenger, so I know I have to go the extra mile and punish myself in training to win, he says. That's the goal. Pacquiao respects that. Barrios gave Gervonta Davis a tough fight before moving up. He's eager to prove beating Nugent wasn't luck. The WBC title is the biggest thing Barrios has ever had, and he won't give it up without a war.
You're 30, he's 46, hasn't fought in 4 years. Like, in your mind, how do you see the fight going? How are you going to beat Manny, or what do you see yourself doing to him?
Yeah, no, I just had to use, you know, all of that, you know, like the, you know, as busy as I've been in my career, you know, the attributes I have, you know, the skill set I have, you know, the youth is on my side. So it's my job just to go in there, use all of that again, just make sure, you know, like I still walk out holding that title.
Still, there's a different vibe around Pacquiao now. Maybe it's his intense training. Maybe it's the joy he shows in the gym even when tired. Or maybe it's Crawford's presence, a fellow warrior who understands how every second matters. Greatness doesn't just stay, it must be earned again every time the gloves go on.
100% disrespectful. This is a clown fight. This is a more clown fight than the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. This is an outrage. People should be up in arms about this fight. This is so disrespectful. Barrios loses this fight, he should quit boxing. You let Manny Pacquiao, an old dude who stopped boxing, and then you're his first fight back? You are disrespectful as a champion.